Alrighty, so I'm going to introduce another bit of gear here. I've got another Nissan flash on my hand. This is an i60A. Now this has a radio receiver built into it, but it also has another really cool feature that I want to introduce to you, and that's the ability to have an optical trigger. It just will fire when it sees another flash fire. Now when using the Nissan system, it will talk directly to it and I can control it from the controller. But just imagine you were using studio lights or some other kind of lights that didn't talk to these. Well, the beauty of this is you don't need to buy a second optical trigger. It's built into the unit. So when one flash fires, this one will fire. In fact, let's try that. When I hit the test button on this, watch this one, you can see it fires. So even if it just sees me fire it myself, if you look at this one, I'll even just point it at the ceiling out of the way. Whenever it sees another flash, it fires. So I've got a red gel over top of it as well because Kendra likes red. So we're going to put this in our holder, and this is a smaller barrel. Again, this is the beauty of these mounts because they'll pretty much accept any flash head that you can put in here, any Speedlight. And we're going to point this right at Kendra's shoulder slightly from behind to put a little splash of red along one side. And I've also put the grid back into our softbox. So let you see this. So this is now a bare flash with just a red gel. Now the red gel does cut down about a stop or two of light. So we're going to have to remeter that. I'm just going to put this off to one side. If you take a look at our softbox, you can see now it's got the grid inside. This is to keep the light off the background because I want to get the background more dramatic now. So we're going to feather this right across the front of Kendra. And we're going to use this one across the back. So I'm going to have her right here. So I need to remeter. Okay, so I've got my main light. Let's meter that one first. And I'm just going to simply place myself rather than try to shield the meter. I'm just going to put myself in between. 125th of a second, 400 ISO. Hit the measure button, hit the test button, get my reading. I'm at F11 here. Let's see what we've got coming from the back. Do another reading, and I'm getting 4.5. 4.5 to F11, 5, 5, 6, 6, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 8. So it's 1/3 short of 3 full stops difference. That's good. And we'll add a little bit of extra splash with the red. So let's get Kendra out here. Hi again.
Hi.
Okay, so come right where I was, right about here. And we've got the red gel light that's going to hit the back of her hair and her shoulder. We now have this kind of a shawl scarf around her, which has got some oranges and reds in it. And again, I've already metered. I already know that I'm at F11, 125th of a second, 400 ISO. Let's get some shots. Uh-oh, the red's back. I love it. Yeah, that's nice. It's actually a little strong. I'm going to back it off just a little. All right, so let's go kind of dramatic, serious here. Yes, beautiful. Yes, that's beautiful. Good. Wow, that's really nice.
Oh, so cool.
So now by simply putting in the grid back into our softbox, what's happened to the background?
Black.
It's gone to black. And we have this nice splash of red. So one more variation before we finish this session. I'm going to take the light and put it on the background. And we're going to bring a reflector here to fill in some of the shadows. All right, so I'm bringing a reflector in also just to add a little bit of fill over into this side. I do need to remeter because the distance from the light to her has changed. It hasn't moved. I'll show you. The distance from her to the main light hasn't changed, so we're still at F11. Except now we've got light on the background. Oh yes, love it. Yeah, that is really nice. Chin down with a slight smile. Oh yes. That was fun, huh?
So much fun.
Softbox, 24-inch. We're on full manual now when we're doing our shooting. We use the meter, put the numbers in the camera. It's perfect. I can walk all around. I can change lenses, which we did. Kendra can change clothing, which she did. Doesn't matter. Once you take a measurement with a meter, it's just how much light's hitting here. We have again, the light is feathering right past her. It is not even pointing at her. It's coming out here because that allows a little bit of the far side of her face to get light in order to help fill in the deep shadows. We have a silver reflector to this side, which takes some of that light and redirects it here. And then lastly, the light that we had just used as the red light on her hair, we put on the background. And that's one of the beauties of having a gray background. It accepts any kind of colored gel you put on it. Splash of red behind it. 2 lights. That was really cool. Hey, guess what's next?
What?
Well, we did 1 light. We did 2 lights.
3 lights?
3 lights. So next session, we'll start to move on to 3 lights and see what we can do there.
Cool.
All right? Thanks, honey.
Thank you.
See you next time.